Welcome back to your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso. Now, we've been talking all things games. It's now time to talk a bit of fashion. And 2020 has encouraged all of us to rise to the challenge. And as an organization with a mission to propel African designers and their work to a global market, as well as connecting consumers with authentic African stories, it's no wonder that African Fashion International is going above and beyond with their up-and-coming 2020 Fashion Week Joburg virtual experience. And joining us on the line to share more about showcasing their collections is owner and head designer of Imprint ZA, Mzukisi Mbane, and founder and creative director of K.Moraba and Collective, that is Keletso Moraba. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, Mzukisi, I'm going to start with you. I wanted to know, you have been able to enjoy showcasing with AFI for the past couple of years. What benefits and connections have you seen manifest from your relationship with the organization?
Thank you, Zoe. So for me, AFI represent, I think it's an interesting story because I started with them as an intern. So they represented what Fashion Week meant to me. So when I got an opportunity to showcase with them, actually, it opened doors. I remember I showcased in 2016 and immediately I got an invite to showcase in Ghana, Nigeria. So immediately I could sort of see what sort of opportunities they would open for me, and I could see my brand sort of growing into this international brand that I saw Imprint becoming.
Well, your brand is definitely one that stands out. Keletso, I have a question for you. You won David Tlale's The Intern in 2018, and you have been able to establish a strong career in the time since. I know we are living during unprecedented times, but I wanted to know from you, how has COVID impacted your business?
Thank you. COVID, affected my business so badly. My clients, they have postponed some, they have cancelled, and I have to refund them their money. At some point, I was like, I can't survive for 6 months. I was thinking that I have to move back. I'm moving back home because we have no income and we have events. If we don't have events, so people, they have to postpone. And then I was like, no, COVID, guys, it's showing me flames. And I blame COVID, and COVID owes us money, but we have to move on. And the other thing, I would like to thank AFI for giving us this opportunity to showcase on the visual weekend. And also they have the opportunity that they're giving us young designers to sell our garments at AFI Boutique. So I would like to tell viewers to support local businesses. They must go online and buy our garments.
I love that. And I mean, speaking of the AFI Boutique, Mzukisi, how does it feel that you are still able to reach your clients through the AFI Boutique?
I think the AFI Boutique was the best thing that AFI put, because if you look into what fashion means currently, the world is sort of like got into this instant space where if you post something, people are expecting to buy it. And previously, the South African clientele wasn't aware that by the time you go to Fashion Week, it means people should be able to buy the garments. So what AFI has done with the boutique, especially with this virtual weekend, is that immediately when my show goes live, the photo shoot has been done, the lookbooks are there, people are able to see the glam shots, they're able to see the product shot, and they're able to buy the garment immediately, which is a beautiful thing for us as businesses because it allows us to sort of like connect the dots between the creative side and the business of fashion.
I love that. I really, really do. And let's talk about what has now inspired your collections. Keletso, I'm going to start with you.
Okay. My collection was inspired by Spring-Summer collection in the relation by the butterfly lifestyle and the life cycle of butterfly. And the strong woman who understands their value, she's bold, young, sexy, and classic.
I love that, the butterfly. And you, Mzukisi?
My collection is called Ingomo Bengoni, basically a cow. So the story was inspired by the fact that in my Ngoni clan, or in my Xhosa heritage, there's a very important role that's being played by a cow. When two families come together, there's a cow being slaughtered. when there's a birth of a child, so there's new life, there's cows involved. That's introducing the sort of like the child to the family. When someone dies, there's a cow being slaughtered. When you bring back the spirit of that person, there's a cow being slaughtered. So for me, the cow sort of like represented life, a very powerful life element. And so that's where I sort of drew the inspiration. But for me, I sort of like twisted it a bit because I'm raised by a single mom, and all the time the cow is coming from a male element, or the male side of the family. So for me, I sort of like twisted it, and sort of, you will see that the silhouette are sort of like all coming from the female structure and presenting that strong element.
I love all the different elements that is now going to filter through both of your collections. That's going to be very exciting to see. Now, how can we get a front row seat to the AFI virtual weekend?
Viewers, they have to Google www.afi.events. And they can also go on AFI on Instagram, follow them, and also on Twitter and Facebook.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Keletso. Thank you so much, Mzukisi. It's so great to hear from you.
Thank you.
And of course, all the best with your collections showcasing at AFI Virtual Weekend. And also, if you would love that front row seat, I'll just remind you one more. You can register at afi.events, and you can follow them on social media at AFI_SA. And you can also subscribe to AFI's Designer Boutique, and that is available for you to support local and, of course, some incredible clothing and designs. You can visit afiboutique.com for all of the contemporary luxury African fashion your heart desires.